going to attempt a paint correction and ceramic coating on the Type R today. I think I have all the tools necessary. I have a brand new pressure washer. I literally just set it up. I'm going to be using Adam's Mega Foam to wash. I also have some iron remover, and then I have all of the polishes, compounds, the pads, the DA polisher. I'll be using the PNS Double Black Legend ceramic coating. After I wash it and then I pull it into the garage, you guys will really be able to see all the imperfections in the paint. I'm starting out with adding some Mega Foam to the canister right here. And then I'm gonna bring this inside and fill it up with some water. Then I'm just gonna snap this right on. And I think I'm good to go. I believe I just switch it on. Let me try that. That's what I wanted. Okay, now this is all freaking messed up. So I also filled my bucket. I have a dirt catcher at the bottom of that, by the way. Now I'm just gonna start washing. So I know I should be using a different soap, like Chemical Guy's Clean Slate, for example, and that's going to do a much better job at stripping away the wax and just pretty much anything that's on the car. But I couldn't get any in time, and this is like the only day this week that I can do this, so I have to work with what I have. But this is my first time ever using a pressure washer, and I like it. I mean, it's definitely like another step that you need to take, but I think it's going to be worth it. Everyone's going to have their opinions on certain things that I'm doing, certain things that I'm not doing, but I've done this before. I ceramic coated my 97 Mustang Cobra that I had, my 2020 Civic SI. So I'm not a complete stranger to this process, but I'm definitely trying to step it up this time, you know? There's only so much equipment that I'm gonna buy, and only so many products that I'm gonna buy. You watch these videos on YouTube and they have like 20 different products they're using to wash, paint, correct, and ceramic coat a car. Like, I have maybe 5 or 6 products, and that's just gonna have to do it today. I'm really making sure that I get in all these crevices. You know, this is not your everyday wash. I think the most important thing when you live in a place like Florida, in the summer especially, is finding a good day and time to do this if you are not able to wash your car inside your garage. So I mean, I don't have a drainage, just I can't do it in my garage. So like most, you know, normal people, I have to wash my car like this, then pull it in the garage and do the best I can. So it's Sunday morning, I don't know, probably 8:15 a.m. and I have a good hour before the sun starts hitting the driveway. Spoiler is also another interesting part to get. A lot of curves and angles to it. I am gonna have to take this license plate off too. I should have done that first, but so at this point I've gotten all the top half of the car, and I'm gonna be focusing on the bottom half. I'm not too concerned with, you know, if I get like a rocker panel and then I go back up to here on the bumper, because it's getting clay barred and then paint corrected anyway. The whole entire car has been washed now. It is time to break out the clay bar. All I use for lubrication during the clay barring is just the soap that I was using to wash it. Very lightly on the surface, you're just gonna go side to side just like that. And the clay, for those who don't know, the clay bar is going to pick up lots of little pieces of dirt and dust and whatever else is on the paint. When you clay bar, you should always follow up with a polish, some sort of paint correction. because if the clay picks up a little piece of dirt and then you keep on scrubbing, it's going to scratch the rest of your paint. So every once in a while you want to just take a look at this clay and check for any, you know, obvious big pieces of dirt or little rocks or something. You're definitely going to notice, you can feel with your fingers too. Sometimes your fingertips can pick up something that maybe you need to go back over. Yeah, that feels really, really good. Okay, this area back here is full of stuff. I just worked all through these little crevices. I felt with my fingers first. See, there's still some stuff there. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is on this. Just little tiny pieces of dirt. So this is going to be the last part of the car that I do. Like, I'm not going to go back up to the top now. See, this is full of stuff. And I'm not putting down a ton of pressure because I don't want to, you know, grind those into the paint. I just want to lightly lift them off. This little part is exceptionally filthy. Oh my god. I can't believe how much crap is on here. Oh, that feels way better. I don't know if you can see all that. It's a bunch of tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces of dirt. Oh, there's some pretty big chunks over here. There's that one, that one. Those are all the ones that I was actually able to feel. Was I supposed to do the iron remover before I did the clay bar? I think I did this backwards. 'Cause I'm not really seeing any like purple flashing colors. And I saw it last time that I used this iron remover. Okay, well, I'm just gonna rinse the car off and we're gonna get started on the paint correction. Now for my favorite part, blow drying the car. For whatever reason, whatever I just did, it's like it revived the paint a little bit. Because the hydrophobic properties are way, way better than the last time I washed it. Yeah, you can see the imperfections right there. The sun's getting on it. Oh my god. See, guys? This right here is why I'm doing this today. It's really hard to pick this up on video, but whoever ceramic coated this last time, they did a really good job right here. Like, this is still looking really, really good, no matter what angle you look at it. But you can see that it changes right there on the door. I'm actually going to start on this door right here. The reason for that is you can really see a clear distinction between where the paint is pretty darn good. I mean, when you're paint correcting, you don't want to go right into a compound because your car might not need that aggressive of a correction at first. So if you start with a lighter attack, like just a polish, and it removes, you know, like a good amount of the haziness and brings out enough shine, then you don't need to do a compound. I have a dual action polisher here that I bought at Harbor Freight. I'm gonna take this old pad off. Now with the polish, I'm gonna be using Meguiar's Mirror Glaze Professional Swirl Free Polish. So it gives you a little indicator here of how aggressive it is. It's like a 3 out of 12. And then the pad I have here, I've been using these for a couple years and they are awesome. It's the Meguiar's Foam Polishing Disc. Then I need to prime the disc. You don't want to put a dry disc all over your paint. So I'm giving it a very good amount, and then I'm just going to spread it around with my finger. There are some lubrication sprays that you can get to prime these discs, but why spend all the extra money when you can just literally use the polishing compound itself? Final little bit of preparation, I'm gonna put a bunch of little drops on here. I'm gonna press it on the paint, drive it around a little bit, and time to begin. All right, this is the first moment of truth today. Holy crap, dude. It frickin' worked. Okay, so there are a few little like deeper scratches in there. I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't wanna cut my car's already been polished twice before today, and it's only 2.5 years old. So if there are deeper scratches in there that would require compounding, I am choosing to ignore those today. And basically I'm just gonna polish the whole entire car. Whatever I can get out with polishing, that's what I can get out. Obviously you want to be using high quality MAPerformance towels when you do this, which I am. I can't remember where I got all these, but. Next part I'm going to be tackling is this C-pillar in particular. I want to really show you the before and after. Even up here on the roof, it's looking really hazy and rough. It's got spots like ingrained in the paint. And then after that, we'll do the mirror cap. I mean, that's pathetic. Let's get to it. I'm gonna put this cord over my shoulder so it doesn't drag against the car. Second moment of truth. Wait for it. Oh, brother. Oh my God, that looks perfect. Holy shit, dude, I'm doing it, guys. And I was about to pay a lot of money to have this done by a professional. Here, let's take a closer look. You can't even see that line anymore. Moment of truth number 3. Dude. Unbelievable. Night and day. If you take away anything from this video, you can do this yourself at home. Definitely looks better, but I still see a little bit of those spots in there that I showed you earlier. And I don't want to put a ceramic coating on and lock those spots into place. All right, let's see the transformation on the hood scoop. This is what it looks like before. It looks terrible. Well, let's take a look at the hood scoop area. That already looks basically perfect. Damn, my rock chips are very noticeable. Maybe before I leave Florida, I mean, I'll probably get a carbon fiber hood anyway, but it would be nice maybe if Marco could repaint this. Anyway, let's see the results. I will say, if you're doing this at home, you are going to go through a ton of microfiber towels. I have like 12 of them they just finished in the dryer. And I might end up using all of them. All right, look at these pillars. I think this is the B pillar, right? That's, I don't know. Whatever pillar this is, you can see how they're all cloudy. And then you go up to the C pillar, which I already did. Look at all the sparkles, man. There's still some little tiny swirls that you're not gonna see. Dude, the sparkles are insane. It's like every single color in there. That's so cool. World of difference. Gotta say, boys, I'm having a great time today doing this. This is so much fun. Wow. That's a mirror. It's just a straight up mirror. It got really hot outside, so I closed the garage door and opened up the door of the house. AC is gonna be working overtime today, especially because I don't really have that good of a seal around the garage door. This whole entire right side of the car from the side skirts up is done. Now I'm gonna come to this side. This is probably the worst part. This and the mirror caps were the worst looking parts. Thousand times better. Oh my God, that looks so good. And then look, you can see where I stopped. Holy moly. Yep. Is that one of her new outfits?
Yeah, isn't she cute? Look at her.
Hi, baby, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. All right, look right here. You see all that?
Yeah.
That's what it was before, and that's what it is now.
Oh, wow.
Big diff?
Oh, yeah. That's really noticeable.
Yeah, look at that mirror cap, and then go look at the other one. So I haven't done this one yet?
Yeah, I can see the spots. Wow. Slick.
Yep. You can call me Slick Nick from now on. Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, are you using this?
Using what?
That?
That yellow towel?
Yeah.
No?
Could you move it for me?
All right. Oh shit. Don't want you to sit on those either. Wouldn't feel good on there. The back of the car is in really bad shape, and I wish the lighting was just a little better in here. What was that, babe? What does that mean? So if I use my flashlight, I can really show you all of these awful swirls and the haziness. That is even the worst part. I think this, like the actual bumper is the worst part. Oh yeah, you can really see it right there. Terrible. Yeah, I really wish I had a mini dual action polisher. I think I'm gonna buy the Griot's Garage mini polisher, and then when I do the BRZ and Vivian's Jeep, I can use it. for about 30 minutes. This is a note to you guys. Never leave the water spot remover chemicals on your glass. This is last year sometime. I was wiping down some of the car with a water spot remover, and then I just threw the rag on the glass, and that's what I did. So don't be like me. Marco tried to sand that off sometime last year, and he got it down quite a bit, but there's still a stain there. I just don't think I have a strong enough compound, nor do I have a strong enough cutting pad, so I might have to come back to this at a later date. So at this point, there's only one more thing I have to do before I apply the ceramic coating, which is wipe down the whole entire car with an isopropyl alcohol mix. So I put 250 milliliters of 70% isopropyl alcohol into the spray bottle, and then I added, this is a big important part, I added distilled water up to, I think, 750. I've already used a little bit. So you don't want too strong of an isopropyl alcohol solution, and distilled water is going to do the best job at preventing, like, creating new water spots, so, or water streaks, because you're, you know, wiping it off. So anyway, just start somewhere and start wiping down the car. What this is going to do is take off all of the polish or compound that you just used to paint correct the car. Throughout this process, you want to be using the highest quality micropels that you feel comfortable spending money on. I have come to really like detailing towels. Detailing micropels are different than regular micropels. You're going to notice they're a lot softer. Well, the time has come. I have the applicator pad right here, and I have the PNS Double Black Legend ceramic coating. You really should be wearing a mask, and you should be wearing latex gloves. I guess I'm all out of gloves. Just like this, you're gonna get a bunch of drops onto the applicator pad. Then I'm going to start with the roof. Just gonna do a cross hatch pattern. I'm not going to do too much area in one swoop. Within a minute or two, we should start to see this start to flash, and it's also going to sweat. It's been a little over 60 seconds, and you can see it starting to sweat. All these tiny, tiny little bubbles that are forming. So this is the detailing towel I was talking about. It's super plush, I think is what how they refer to it. This is going to be called leveling the coating. Damn, this stuff is, I may have let it sit for a little too long on the paint. Flip it over. Most likely I am gonna have to toss out these microfiber towels when I'm done the ceramic coating. Oh my God, this stuff is really sticky, which I guess is good. I mean, it's definitely sticking to the paint, but, oh, okay. All right, I have made some discoveries through trial and error. I haven't done this in a long time, and there are many different variables to consider. Every ceramic coating is different, so I'll just get right to the point. For this ceramic coating, they didn't provide any towels, any microfiber towels. All they provided was that little applicator pad. I was using the first couple of microfiber towels that I had, a combination of these ones, which I forget where they came from, and then these ones, which are the plush ones, like the detailing towels I told you about that I really like. Well, the problem is that they were leaving behind a lot of little fuzzies from the microfiber towel on the paint. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was wiping off the coating, it was like, it was grabbing onto the coating, and some of that fuzziness stayed on the car. What I did was I went to the box that has my CarPro UK 3.0 ceramic coating, and I took I think it's called a low pile microfiber towel, and this thing is amazing. This does a phenomenal job, so I'm gonna show you right now. Then I went to my Adams graphene coating box that you can see right there, and I grabbed this microfiber towel. This thing is wonderful. Adams polishes single soft plush towel. You can pause and read all that on the back if you want, but basically it's a super duper high quality microfiber towel that like basically doesn't shed. So I have not been running into the issue of seeing little fuzzies being left on the paint. Anyway, let me show you what's going on. First, I'm gonna get the majority of the coating off with this low pile microfiber towel. Damn, it's kind of hard to find a clean spot. But I'm on the windows now, so I don't really care all that much. So I think if you're doing your whole car, you should probably get like 2 or 3 of these low pile microfiber towels, because this is the only one I have, and it's almost at the end of its life. All right, so you can see how it's still pretty crappy. Like, that's not acceptable. So now we take this plush microfiber towel from Adams, and we really get everything off. That's why I let the windows last. Because every time that you drag your fingers across this little, with the weather stripping, from my experience, no matter how good you wash your car in preparation, you're always gonna get streaks like that. All right, I'll see you in a second when the car's done. Well, let's take a closer look in the sunlight. So I did the windshield. I can't wait for the next time it's raining to see how it actually does. But here is what it looks like. I think I did a pretty good job. I cleared up all that haziness, all that oxidization or whatever the heck it was. I don't think I wiped off ceramic coating good enough right there. That'll probably clear up the next time I wash it. A little bit of residue, but you guys saw what it looked like before, where this had a bunch of oxidization. It was on the spoiler too. And I don't see any of that. The back looked awful, and it still doesn't look perfect. But, I mean, my biggest gripe was all that haziness. Looks like I need to get in here too and get, there's like a little bit of polish that's still stuck in there. For doing this myself, in my garage, just for a couple $100 worth of equipment, I think the ceramic coating itself was like, I don't know, $100-something. I'll link everything I used to do this ceramic coating and paint correction in the description of this video, in case anyone wants to try it themselves. More than anything, it was just time consuming. So for those who don't know, I have a 4.5-month-old daughter, and I started this right when Vivian went back to work and I was watching the baby. I was a stay-at-home dad for 2 weeks basically. And man, that is a lot of work. Our baby is very chill. She's very easy, but still it's a ton of work because I want to be attentive. I want to be a good dad. I probably could have done a lot more work to the car if I just
set her in the swing and, you know, put some baby sensory videos on YouTube for her, but that's not how I like to roll. Wow, dude, I'm so pumped. We're about to get so many good pictures of this at the Tail of the Dragon just in a couple weeks. Actually, in a week and a half, we'll be in Tennessee. This looks so good. Everything all together, I probably put maybe 20 hours of work into this, I'd say. I mean, you gotta think I did not do a compound. I only did a polish. So if you're doing a two-step paint correction, then obviously it's gonna add a lot more time to the process. And obviously if I paid somebody to do this, if I brought it to a shop, they would do a better job. Like I'm not a professional, but from what the car was to what it is now, that's definitely worth a couple $100 that I spent on equipment. And you know, I already had the equipment. The only cost basically were the new pads and the ceramic coating itself. Here's one thing I'm really proud of. I even ceramic coated this stuff down here, the door sills. This got paint corrected and ceramic coated. Look at that. And this down here. Oh my God, that feels smooth. Yeah, so I did the Mugen side skirt extensions. I did everything, guys. But there you have it, my friends. That's all I'm gonna have for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.